Hello and welcome to Old World. Damn it!
We're going to keep that in there.
Hello and welcome to Grimdark Fanatics. You're with Gommo, you're with Cam. Welcome back, Gommo. Episode number 2 of your journey from the old world into the Grimdark future. How you been, man?
Know. Oh, I've been pretty good. Getting over a bloody head cold, but yeah, apart from that, not too bad.
Yeah, nice.
And getting pretty motivated this week, so it's been good. You've been having a busy man too, though. You're working a lot, but also tournamenting. Yes. I think we're going to hear about.
Currently working through some exam study. Had massive list hospital, but I managed to sneak off for a tournament on Saturday, much to the wife's displeasure. That was great fun. We'll talk about that a bit later in the show. So
yeah, that's cool. That's the one you had. You had already booked it in, and yeah, that was locked in.
Yeah, I'd booked it in before I'd sort of signed up to the course, and I'd also gotten 2 other buddies to come with me. So it's like, I can't really back
it's like you can't be the one.
That's the excuse I was going with anyway.
Yeah, well,
so.
yeah. Totally get it.
Can't put the team down. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah. No, I've like I said, I just getting over a bit of head cold. But apart from that, this is I get this just having this podcast or whatever you call it, YouTube thing, is actually the more like I've done a little bit of hobby, which is in 40K, which is actually a lot more than I've done in the last bloody 2 years or whatever, just because of Old World, which I won't complain about because I actually do love, as you know, and you do. We obviously love Old World.
Yeah.
But it's been good just to have someone to what is this stuff, and then I was trying to, like last week, what did we do? We decided to not a goal of me is get my 1,000-point list, so started playing around with that. And I guess it's, if we want to start with me, I guess it's more of a for me it was more just getting what I had already sort of started and in various bits of disarray, and then try and get some organisation rather than build an actual list. So I do have a list, and we can talk a little bit about it, but it's really just sort of what I've got.
Yeah,
assembled.
You made some purchases though. You made some hobby-based purchases.
I did, and that was the combination of being away and in the sun and wine and Amazon. Oh, well, actually, you sort of started it. I won't blame you, but you gave me the cheap option. I went with the non-cheap option. So I've been struggling, for you listeners, you probably don't even understand this if you don't play Old World, but I'm used to putting stuff on magnetized trays and having, 40 things on one tray and just moving it around. And I guess I started that in 40K. I was buying like these weird adapter things and trying to put it in, and you were like, nah, man, just get the MagFlex thing and put it in a tote box thing.
You get the rollout magnetic material and you stick it in a Bunnings tub.
Yes, so you've done that.
There's a few armies in there.
What's so do you have one army per?
Give or take. Some of them spread across 2. So in that little pile there, I've got the bottom 2 are Tau, and we've got heading upwards, we've got Bretonia, Chaos Space Marines, High Elves, and Imperial Fists. Right. And there may or may not be more in that cupboard just over there. So.
It stays locked. So I was going to go down that. So I bought like a roll of the stuff, actually 2 rolls, so I spent too much money on that. But I'll use it anyway for 40K and fantasy and stuff. But then...
So you bought the rolls and you bought your other thing that we haven't told the listeners about yet.
Yeah, so the rolls are when I was like going, yep, I'll go to Bunnings this weekend and I'll sort it out. But then when I was out at night sitting around dinner, I was trolling through Amazon and this came up for not too much, like $200
probably
or
much
something.
Nicer than mine.
And I just went, I'm just going to get this. I don't have to fuck around with anything. I'll still probably do what you do as my collections grow, because I have those boxes for my armies as well, fantasy ones, but they're not magnetized because I don't take them anywhere. Do you know what I mean? And fantasy's all magnetized on the bases. I put actually felt down so they don't move around, but they don't. Yeah. But
when I found that rollout magnetizable material, like it's not. It's, for those that are watching, it's sort of like those soft magnets you put in your fridge, but instead of it being the magnet, it is the metal. Like it's metal impregnated rubber. So you can roll it out and stick things on it, and then so your magnets plug into that. It's not as good as, say, gal plate, but I don't have an angle grinder, so I just use scissors. So
no, it's all. I mean, I use because I buy that similar stuff from Back to Basics from the fantasy stuff. It's called Magflex. There, I don't know if it's the same stuff, but it's pretty close.
Yeah.
But the stuff you bought is technically cheaper in a bigger roll. If you know what I mean, you got to spend more, but you're getting more. But yeah, but that already came, so I'll keep it. But yeah, I bought this. So I that was my hobby. I didn't actually paint a lot of 40K, but I did clean it. Like I had a bunch of, because when I've got a bunch of stuff in boxes, but rather than pull it out and stuff, well, I do need to make a truck, so I got to pull that guy out. But I wanted to get all my secondhand purchases sorted out, which is these Ork boys. They're like broken, the arms are broken off them, and the killer cans were all, half the stuff was snapped off them. So I've fixed them all up. They need another quick, undercoat and stuff. And Gaz, I think he's okay. I don't think he's missing much. Yeah, so that's what I've done. And then magnetized them all, obviously. So they're all on the...
I can't buy secondhand models anymore. My hobby time is kind of worth the money spend, right? Yeah. So at the 50% off, like I think I was telling you once before ages ago, I bought some secondhand towel. I stripped the first layer of, just say they were blue, and there was a red underneath. I was like, for fuck's sake. And they were just, and you could tell they'd sort of kit bash them from leftover sections. I don't know,
does that happen with towel? That must happen with Space Marines.
They must. Just the secondhand market. I was livid. I'm like, I have now spent several hours refixing these guys up. I could have just spent half of that time building and painting already. I just don't anymore.
Yeah. I guess the only issue with fantasy, or at least some of the newer stuff in fantasy and maybe 40K is, God, the assembly time starts taking just as long when some of these bloody new models as well. And you're like, ugh. Yeah. So it's like you buy it new, you get
some of them you need a little fucking engineering degree to put them together. Your fingers are like, God damn it.
Now, having said that, I did also buy for the list. So I want another unit of beast snaggers, and I only had the one, and so I bought it. You can get the sprues. You know how like people, they must pull apart the combat patrols or something and just sell the sprues. So they're all on sprue, but they're like way cheaper. So it is second hand, but it is on sprue. So
on sprue's fine. Whatever.
Yeah, and you can get all the instructions online anyway, because I've thrown my other ones out. But
so drum roll, what's your list?
That's what I've sort of got. Well, I won't. It's going to be annoying to share the list thing. So maybe do you want me to just walk through what I'm playing around with? I could bring it up while I talk. So it's not really good. Like let's just preface it with I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm really just going what I've got painted. So I'm happy for corrections, and I know you're not an Ork expert, but you've obviously played it a bit. This might even be over points at the moment because I guess this is what I'm going for. Something like 2 characters, like with some, I don't know. Can you even read that? Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
I don't know about enhancements. I might add 1 or 2. I have no idea. I'm just going, well, I'll take a beast boss and a war boss and put them in some boys, basically. That's my brain dead thinking. And a truck, because trucks are cool. And 2 lots of Gretchen because they got that OC thing, hey, and they can also generate. They can generate the OC. No, they generate that OC, the CP on 4+ or something, don't they?
Gretchen do?
Yeah, don't they? Well, that's what I remember from when it first came out.
Open up the data sheet, we'll read it.
How do I do that? View a data sheet. There it is.
That'll do it. So abilities. Yeah.
Yeah. So they sit on, at the start of the movement phase, roll D6 for each objective marker you control, and on 4+ you gain 1 CP.
So if they're on an objective, you can try and generate GP. That's fine.
So control that has 1 or more units from your army with this ability within range of it, excluding battle shock. If 1 or more of these rolls is a 4+, you gain 1 CP. So does that mean if you have 2 units, you still only can get 1 per turn, which I guess is fair enough. Is that right?
Yeah, but if you've got 2 units and one of them fails, you roll
dice.
3, you're rolling another one.
Yeah, so that's why everyone's... Well,
they've got OC. Jesus Christ. God damn, 40 points.
And Commandos, because I love them. That's a cool box that I've got. I want to actually put it together. And then I don't know about the knobs, only because But I think people, I don't know. And then I just bought the Squig Hog Boys because I like them as well. So these two are ones I'm happy to fiddle around with, put something else in. But
really
I've
cool.
got them there ready to work on almost. Like I need to put them together, but they're the next stuff. They're out of the boxes. So
this is the stuff you own?
Yeah. All
if not assembled to paint it. Yeah, cool.
Yeah. Well, I'll lie, actually. I do have a fake war boss. I bought like that guy, but he's a special character. Oh, hang on, you can't see him. I bought a war boss thinking I could use him, and he's actually like a special character dude, which is on a bigger base. So he's technically not a war boss. So I might have to get one. But I don't know. I mean, to me, it's just 1,000 points. Just get something on the table.
Yeah.
I don't have anything like, I don't know, like Storm Boys would be cool because I've heard good things about them, but I don't have them. And I don't have a lot of anything fast. I don't know what, like, buggies and copters and stuff. But that's why I thought bring the
I'm not sure specifically
boys
on Storm Boys, but I know in all the other games I played, I like having something fast that can just throw it towards an objective and then just die. Yeah, or just whatever. For me, I've got jump back intercessors in my fist list, and they just run off and do things, then immediately die. But they're 90 points, whatever, and it's just always you always get value out of just something quick and fast and disposable. So
yeah, I don't know if the Squig Hog Boys technically that then.
Not at 150 points and for 4 models, probably not. No.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Like I could go get some, but I guess this is the interesting part is the rumors, not that I'm right up in the 40k rumors, but some of them are obviously with the Orks coming out that there's like potentially Storm Boys being redone or knobs and things like that, and you start going, oh, well, if I need to buy them, do I want to?
I'm with you. I'm kind of not buying too much because it'll be Orks and Space Marines as the first 2 codex out. There's a bunch of revamp rules, starter boxes, etc. So, well, I did split the new Sons of Dawn box, which is the 2 tanks and the 2 dreadnoughts, with one of my buddies. Because it's like, it's a battalion box. It's a limited run. So it's the 2 tanks and 2 dreadnoughts.
Yeah,
but the whole box is roughly 30% off retail, and then you get the discount from the various suppliers.
Yeah.
For one of my buddies was actually in Europe. I was like, oh, because it's another $100 cheaper to buy. I was like, but it doesn't it releases when he gets back. I'm like, damn it.
I know, because you can always pull apart the box too and just put the sprues in the bag or something.
Absolutely.
Have a big box. Yeah.
That looks fun. I'm keen to give that a go.
The only other thing I did think, and I was playing around this actually before, was because I'm actually over points. I'll probably drop one of the, I don't know, maybe I'll drop the knobs and I'll try bring in that, the special character commando dude. Because I think people are taking him a bit. I have no idea why, but I looked at a few lists and he seems to be in them now. So maybe, do you know who I'm talking about? I can't remember his name.
Bring him up.
I hate how it does this. It looks like it's disabled. Oh, there he is. Boss Nick Roth. That's the guy I'm painting. That's
if you click on his pictures.
This guy.
Go to his abilities, because that'll let you know why everyone thinks he's cool. Infiltrators line up. That's always infiltrators line up stealth. Okay. Bit of cover. And he's got uppy downy. Okay. So Cunning Infiltrator. There's a nickname in 40k. It's called Uppy Downy.
All right.
So you've got a model on the board or a unit on the board, and then you can pick it up. Usually it's the end of your opponent's turn, and put it back into reserve or deep strike. So they can either come in from the side or come in, from deep strike. And the end of 10th edition. And all of my friends were going to roll their eyes at me and say, I'm fucking sick of it. It's just the end of 10th edition just seems to be uppy, downy, 6-inch deep strike.
Right, yeah.
And I'm just over it. Because every fucking army, every data sheet that gets released, every new, detachment, it's just uppy, downy, 6-inch deep strike. I'm just, fuck off. I'm sick of it. Because you can't screen it out. They just get behind you. Whatever they drop behind you is usually attached to some OP freaking data sheet. You're like, go away. I'm tired of go play Honest Warhammer. I want to play Honest Warhammer. I'm sick of this.
Well, I'll definitely bring him then. Put him.
Yeah, damn you.
But yeah.
No, actually, bring him. Bring him. He'll be good. He'll be very helpful.
I'm still over. This is the like, and you obviously I knew about this, but coming from fantasy with the way these armies that have been built in the last couple of editions, 40k, yeah, it's just like fuck. I can't bring that, and I can't even like cut down a unit number. Yeah, like everything's just so like chunky.
There's nothing worse than being 30 points short on an army list and not being able to do anything about it. So you go, I'm really happy with this, but I'm annoyed that it's 30 points short. So you change it to kind of be objectively worse, but it's
just to make it 2,000 points.
2,000 points. It's like you end up dropping a unit really like to put a unit you don't like as much. You're like, yeah, but I've got 2,000 points.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, so I'll play around with something like this.
I reckon put Boss Nickrod in, especially if you're painting him. Like that sounds pretty sick, that model.
Yeah, I've started painting him, so I should. And the commandos are so, like I actually started with him because I'll sort out that new pink method I'm doing, and then I'll do that with the commandos because even though it's a pink sort of, that pink to yellowy type under, what's it called, Zenithal, and then you're putting a lot of leathers and stuff. But even that, like it all suits it. I think it goes on really well. So, and then this way I'm only committing to painting 40 boys, like two beasts, two lots of 20 snaggers. Sorry, one 20 snaggers and 120 normal boys, because I know there's new boys coming in the box as well. So I do have another 20 or 30 of those. You saw those. I think it is 30 that I've got, the old ones. So I can, I might paint up a few of them, but I'm not going to buy any more boys. I'm just going to go, let's just wait because I know there'll be more coming. I'll need them, but yeah.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, cool.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, looking forward to it. Yeah, like it'll play around. People, like I said, there's not much you can, I don't know, 1,000 points. There's not much you do. It's not like you're like fiddling around with all these little points and stuff. And you only got like two enhancements to put in or something. So yeah, should be good. Cool. Well, that's me basically. I'll just see if I can get some painting done by next week. That's probably what I'll do. Just keep going.
Yeah. I primed the Twin Lance. I'm going to paint them up in the traditional, or the original, the OG tower color.
White?
Well, that's the brown.
No, it's that browny one. Yes, sorry, yeah. That's the OG. Okay.
Yeah. One of my buddies just in the group chat shared someone AI'd it of them in the old Orks scheme. I go, look, he's better, and I'm obviously biased because it's the color I picked. I'm like, oh, cool. But I just haven't had a huge amount of time for that at this point in time. So, but I did get to go to Shedhammer. As I think I can't remember if we recorded this or not, but I booked to go to this tournament with convinced two of my friends from our gaming group to go. And we are big tournament players. We play a shitload against each other, and we host 2 events within our gaming group of sort of a dozen or so players every year, twice a year. But I talked these 2 guys into going with me to this thing called Shedhammer, which was a great day. It was there's a guy up in a place called Lambton, which is in one of the suburbs of Newcastle, and he has kind of got a club going almost, but he's managed to get him. He's turned that shed into an actual store, so you can actually buy from him. He's got,
really?
He rolls up a roll of thing, and there's this like there's all the paint. There's a few models to buy and stuff.
So he gets everything tax deductible. Love it.
I don't know. it was pretty cool though. And it was a great vibe because we showed up, out of the blue, and it was a lot of the guys all knew each other. It was really welcome, really, really nice. But it was a fucking Shark Tank. The guy that
you said he was ex New South Wales coach or player.
He coaches Team New South Wales in the state team championships and stuff.
Yeah, and
all of his mates are all pro, but really tournament players. So I played, but they were great dudes. So I said, do you want me to do a battle report? I said, I've got a really great YouTube channel. It was gone, yeah.
Yeah.
So they've happily stuck the mic on and they're doing a monologue. It was great, but everyone was, "How you going and where you from?" And it was really nice. But I had a really fun game against this guy called Aris to start with, and he was running Custodes and he was running 3 Land Raiders. I remember when the guys from our group chat saw that, I've got 3 Land Raiders, fucking legend. I actually hope I play this dude. And so I got him round 1. And it was a pretty tight battle until my Space Marines, my Terminators, my Thunderhammer Assault Terminators just decided to not make armor saves, and they just absolutely evaporated. So that was just like, nope, sick. But it was good fun. But he's a really switched on player, as I think most of that group was. And then round 2, I got an X.
Hey, sorry, captain. Before you go on, like how many models does that army have that he had? Given that they're
not a massive amount. So yeah, the 3 Land Raiders, and each Land Raider had 4 Custodies in it. 1 or 2 had 5 in it. So there's like 12 or 15 models. And then he had a smattering of what the ladies are called, Sisters of Silence or something. All the names start to blur together, and they're only used for 4. So his army count would have been about like sub 25 models or something.
It's crazy, yeah. It's a great beginner army by the sound of it.
Yeah. No, it was a good game. And then the round 2 opponent was an ex-captain of Australia in the WTC who's wearing a Netherlands, or I'm pretty sure it was Netherlands.
Yeah, they switched.
Yeah, they swapped the jerseys. I go, where'd you get that shirt from? So I traded it with the other team captain when we were in Belgium. Okay. And so and he was playing Drakari, and my Space Marine army, because it's so heavily Terminator's base, is very slow. It was just like trying to catch smoke. It was an absolute Warhammer lesson. But he was quite happily threw the microphone on. And
I started watching the first game because I saw it. You popped it up pretty quick on the Sunday. That was straight up, or Saturday night, maybe.
Pip went out to the gym in the morning, and the boys, my 2 young boys, they just went off and played and just were really happy. And I'm like, so got on with it just real quick. Before I got in trouble from the wife. But so he was a really nice guy, but he was ruthless in his to just absolutely dismantle me. He gave me nothing. It's
like playing. I'm trying to always coordinate back to fantasy. It must be like playing a really good Wood Elf player in 8th edition,
like a Wood Elf player with all the reserve moves, kind of thing. Like everything. And imagine just a board littered in terrain where you just can't. Yeah. You just had nothing, and he just would come out, kill something, disappear, not give, and please, can I roll a dice, Miss Lease? Just absolutely just obliterated me. But it was really just a really nice day, despite all that. And the third game, it did kick on till about 7, but it was good. They were really welcoming.
Did you guys start like 7? Yeah, that's probably about right.
9 o'clock, 3 rounds. They had a pretty casual lunch. Right. It was really good. So after my exams, I will try and get you another one, I reckon. Even just
does he do it a fair bit? Does he?
Yeah, those rotate, I think, every quarter, and he has regular games out of his very well appointed shed. So cool. So it was good. So that was awesome. Did you get the photos I sent?
I did. Yes.
Yeah.
Not of the games. Sorry, you're talking about of your army.
Yes. So I'm going to get Gommo to share these because I have boomer level talent with these computer software.
Talking about boomer level talent, what did I do at the beginning of the show?
Nothing. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Just didn't hit record.
This isn't our second take.
Don't worry, I did this for Old World Fanatics back in the early days where we just talked for 20 minutes and then go, sorry.
I don't think it was that far, thankfully, but yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what order, but I've just got to be in
whatever. There's no particular order.
Oh, okay, right here. Cool.
So this is just close-ups of my guys. This is just with the grey. I dust them with, it's called grey sear.
Yeah.
Just so the paint sticks a bit better. Do the pink, do the zenithal, then hit them with the yellow.
And you've got a bit of
Imperial
weathering
yellow.
stuff on these guys.
Yeah, done some weathering.
Yeah.
Just with a sponge, just with a brighter yellow and a black. I'm not quite at doing the oils and stuff that you do. That looks really intimidating.
It's interesting. Yeah, I wonder how that would go on this. Yeah.
Because there's all rivets
yeah.
that you could just dab it on and things like that. But again, I'm a kind of like a hobbyist, you know, like I'm not a great super duper painter. I'm not a super duper tournament player. There's a limit to, you know, the satisfaction of like putting oil on every bloody rivet.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, I'm never going to win a prize.
Consistent battle. Like I wouldn't even call this, what's it called when you just have an army
battle
that's
ready?
good enough for the table battle. I mean, it's way past that. It looks awesome.
Yeah. So there's Lysander, the big legend. So he actually, what was really good about this weekend was Lysander did actually get stuck in here, which is good. He had lots of fights where a lot of time, because he is so slow and he's so intimidating, he kind of usually will just drop down and everyone avoids him. Like, fine, I'll have the objective. So he got to actually punch on. So that was good. And there's Tor Garadon now, two his characters.
Okay. What's his name?
Tor Garadon.
Oh, okay. I'm getting confused with that guy from Horus Heresy, Tor or someone from Sons of Horus or something. And so these are just heavy weapon. Is that a multi? No.
So that's a melter rifle. And that's a
rifle.
multi-melter. The other one, the double.
Yeah. So. What's your burnt recipe for the gun nuzzle thing?
I can't remember exactly, but I think it was
way it goes? Purple, blue, black.
Yeah. It's definitely a purple wash.
Yeah.
At the end, what I did was I went looking for YouTube short videos, because sometimes those how to do a muzzle flare and it's 11 minutes long. It's like, what? There was one, and it was sort of like metal, brass wash, and then like a purple wash or a blue wash just for the tip. And
that's probably right. I did see the reason why I asked is because I did that on some of my orcs, but I painted them 3 years ago, and then I started some new ones. I just started again, and I'm like, fuck, how did I do that? Because I didn't write it down.
I've started to save my YouTube tutorials, the ones that I find I like. That's how I
and
go back to
the other question I was going to bring up, because I noticed it on one of my orcs, is are these all do you drill your
no, not those. Most of the heavy weapons
like
they don't. It's like the bolt guns you have to actually drill them. And
and I guess the question is, do you?
I don't.
Oh, okay, cool. Because I feel like it's the same in fantasy. It's like, do you paint the eyes? And in 40K, it sounds like, do you drill your gun barrels? Is that right, or is that?
No, I paint the eyes on the unit champion and the battle standard bearer and the musician, and the rest of the 20-man unit, they don't get eyes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, most of the time, bloody got helmets on probably too, don't they?
Yeah.
But, yeah. Oh, cool.
Terminator Captain.
Terminators. Yeah.
And
what's this thing called again?
A Lancer.
No. Lancer. A Lancer.
Yeah.
Mitsubishi Lancer.
Just some characters and some so that's just some close-ups. I did do a YouTube video. Well, no, I haven't uploaded it. I'm cut together a video of how I paint these. I don't know. It's you can tell it's a fairly budget cut video. I don't know whether to put it up or not.
It's always good to have some content, but I like it. It's fun. I like your little creativity that you put in.
My little cameraman.
Just painting it. Yeah. It's just slave labor as well. Maybe
I'll post it up tomorrow then.
Yeah, that's good. Oh yeah, man. I got so much to learn. And the names of things, like I come from the era, like, because I've never played 40K, but I've come, obviously grown up in Games Workshop and I've got, I don't know how many white dwarfs I've got. And so you sort of understand tactical squads and Space Marines and Terminators. And then suddenly, like, everything started Stern Guard, whatever. And I'm like, what the fuck is all this stuff? And I get confused. Those words never existed back in those months. And I'm like,
I still call them the Hammer Bros or the ting with a ting.
Yeah. So it's going to take a little bit to get my head around it. But the Orks, for some reason, haven't, apart from all that new stuff they brought out in 9th, the Squig stuff, which actually more aligns to fantasy anyway. Like, they seem to haven't changed too much. Like, as in the names of stuff and all that. It's just yeah. And they didn't even go through the whole Adeptus Astartes changes and crap. So.
Good about the Orks is it's still kind of how I just when I said the Hammer Bros when I was describing my army, like that's kind of how Orks work. Like the tank busters, you know, like that's what they do.
That's right. Easy to say.
It's just like my bike's like the Speed Boys, like
I know, that's the thing. It's just easy. I've got boys there, and the other bones, boys that look a bit beastie.
The big ones are the big boys, or the big
that's right. And that guy's a knob. I know he's a knob.
He's a big knob. Or they're in the army, or they're mega knobs.
That's right. So that's why I love. They're just, I don't know. Even if you don't play the game, there's just such a characters in it. So
they are sick.
That's funny.
Well, we haven't talked anything about 11th edition.
No, well, we could spend a few minutes because I did bring up.
They have been leaking out the articles.
What did I just do then? Put some notes on your screen. Just with what did you think of the last couple of like community articles I was going to ask you about? And they've got a few rules with things like Yarrick and stuff coming out, even though I don't think is that an 11th edition thing, or he's going to come out?
No, he'll be 10th, and then his rules, I assume, will be fairly similar into 11th because the last couple of codexes are always kind of compatible
for
the next edition. And when at the end of 9th edition, when the World Eaters came out towards the end, was a big change was they had only 6 stratagems and heaps less enhancements and stuff like that. And I was like, hang on. And that's all the stuff that happened.
So you knew something was coming.
Yeah. Because the first codexes of 9th were a lot like Old World, where you've got shed loads of magic items or
I bought that and I was like, I don't know what this is. This is too much. Yeah.
Yeah. But then towards the end of 9th, they shrunk all that. So he does look cool, but no one cares. Let's all talk about.
So he's not an 11th edition one. Okay, right. Yeah. No. I've got to have him if I've got Gazgul though, just because of the whole story about it. Yes, we've got this guy. We got Wazdaka Gutsmech,
he looks a lot of fun.
This model was introduced not just at the Armageddon thing, was it though? Isn't he
coming in the box?
So it was at the Adepticon that he popped. I thought I saw him earlier than that, but maybe I'm wrong.
I
can't remember. So he's coming in the box, is it? That's why they're saying it's probably a speed freak type thing. Love it.
I think it is.
I don't mind that one, but I'm just not too much up on the cars. So I mean, I don't mind him, but
he looks like he'd be a lot of fun. He's got all the uppy downy bloody rules.
As I said, I look at this and I blur over at the moment because I don't know. Yeah, you don't know what's good or not. Yeah.
Well, again, I don't play Orks, but this looks really cool. So one of the big things is threat extension in 40k. One people will judge a detachment. Basically, does it have advance in charge or not as a stratagem? And he has it built in. So you've got another avenue to extend your threat so people can't sit. It's like an Old World. You sit exactly 11 inches away from a model you can't get charged. Or something like that, right? So with this, you kind of go, if he rolls a 6 on his advanced roll, he could get me from downtown. So you can you can try to stay further back. So that's a cool ability. Again, shock attack engine. Take it off the board and bring it back later. Fucking hell. And then the pulse jet of the auto 6 advance.
Another movement.
Yeah, but you can't do all of these every time. But this is another. It's all movement. So it's sort of, can you get to that objective? Can you get to that corner? Can you get behind that cover, like to guarantee it and that sort of stuff? So having a guarantee like that's really good. So those 3 rules, each in their own, are very, very cool. Whether it's just
when you see like movement 14 inches, do you think like is that a good? Like what you know how like
yes, that's fast. Yeah, so jump back.
Like obviously it is. Yeah, like is there break? You know break points. You know what I mean? Like as in you look at something like in Warhammer Old World, like tough 6 Well, tough
Yes,
7
there are.
definitely
There,
becomes
there are
that.
there are a few break points in things like weapon strength and AP and stuff like that you do look out for. That when you see that number, whatever it's going to be, you go, oh, hello, now we're talking. Big ones being things like damage 3, because it just changes the maths on a bunch of things. Toughness 8, all that kind of stuff like that, right? They just looked at the geez, toughness 8. There's things like, because of how wounding works. So if you're sorry for the people that play 40k, but for Gommo who doesn't, because Old World's wounding chart's a bit wonky. So if your strength is greater than toughness, you're 3s to wound. But if it's double the toughness, it's 2s to wound. So things like toughness 5, 6, and 7 are all, because I'm going to get flayed in the comments, are all kind of the same. And someone will argue they aren't, but it's just sort of, if you're toughness 6, being toughness 7 isn't a massive change, because you have to be all you're still going to get wounded on 3s on strength 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's not till you're way, way, way up there, that kind of stuff. So toughness 8's a huge break point, because there are a lot of strength 14 guns and stuff like that. Strength 8 guns, power fists and things like that. A lot of strength 8 and 9, melters and plasmas and things. So toughness 8 is actually a pretty solid break point and things like that. Again, I'm just picking numbers out of this, and I'm sure I'll get flayed by an Orc player that says, no, he's shit. But I'm just looking at these rules for
but it's this is the stuff that it's like, it's second nature to most players who play it a lot. But when you're coming along, they're the things I'm looking for. But at the same time, then my brain goes, is that right? Or am I looking for something wrong? Should I be looking at other things? But a
lot of, you're still going to get a lot of that raw Games Workshop knowledge of.
You're
going to see a lot of these stats that are basically the same across all these editions since the millennia. It's just you will pick this up pretty quickly. So I look forward to having a game with you. It's gonna be good, really, really good. Come on, something fluffy to play against you. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Actually, we probably still have to do Space Marines though. Orcs and Space Marines.
Probably.
You're gonna be playing 40k. You're gonna be playing Space Marines first.
The classic. So no, cool. So he's that's his data sheet, I guess.
Yes.
And then they also, I have to bring this guy up because we knew he was coming, the Orc Weird Boy, and I don't have a Weird Boy. I did actually get it's an Age of Sigma wizardy one, dude that I got from when I went over to Manchester. You could only get him there, and I thought I'll buy him because I'll use him as a Weird Boy because he looked a bit, obviously with fantasy and AOS and 40k as a Weird Boy, you probably don't actually have to be a proper Weird Boy model. But now they've got this guy coming out. He's probably in the box, I would assume, obviously. Well, he would be. I'll just get him, I guess. So, I guess the problem is Psychics, it's sort of gone, isn't it, over the last couple of editions? It's more just attacks and stuff, isn't it, and abilities.
Yeah, they're typically just powerful guns you get to shoot as well as your other gun. It's taken a bit of flavour out of it. It has been a bit controversial. People complain a lot about how the psychic keyword's just a debuff now. It's like, but you just caused 6 mortal wounds to casually. It's just a mortal wound is when it ignores armor and invuln saves. They're a really good thing that if you've got them, you try and spam them. Because
that was the whole thing, right? Wasn't it? Right at the beginning of the edition with devastating, which then fell into mortal wounds, whatever. Well, that whole thing that they had to repatch and with Eldar, because they could turn it. The Eldar could turn it into that. Is that what they were doing? They were just making the dice.
Just brutal.
Sorry, I brought back bad memories there, by the way.
Really bad. One of my best mates. He plays Eldar, and he just 10th edition index Eldar before they'd done any FAQs was just awful.
It just makes you wonder how that happens.
This thing in the corner.
I'm
going to shoot you with this really powerful gun I don't need any line of sight to see you with. I'm going to turn it into a 6, which means you just took 12 mortal wounds or something.
Yeah.
You just pick up that unit.
Just pick it up. Gone. Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Anyway. At least they fix things faster in 40k than they do.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
We had to deal with balloons for far too long.
Well, I haven't actually had to deal with them too much. The good thing about Australia is I reckon it was probably slightly less because no one actually had 5 balloons because you could never get them or pay for them. Whereas England probably got it way worse because people were like just spamming them out.
Just at the factory gates. Gimme.
Yeah. I haven't actually read these two around the Armageddon actual fluff side, but you know what I did do is I started reading, I bought the Armageddon Omnibus ebook. And I've just started reading that. So, because I thought I might as well, I know, again, the history of it all and over the years of reading White Dwarfs and stuff, I sort of know most of it, but I don't know if it's progressed or changed or, how the fluff does evolve a bit. So,
yeah, slightly.
Yeah.
Yarek's back. He was dead.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
A wizard did it.
I don't know if there was other stuff. Was there any other news that because we didn't cover
a
it?
lot of the stuff is the terrain.
Yeah,
that's the big stuff. That's what everyone's got. A lot of people talking about.
Yeah,
a lot of positivity about it.
I think it's
little controversy. It's sort of why is it 18 and a half inches up rather than just 18 inches up? All these little half measurements and things. The Americans are just upset because the centerpiece of terrain is bigger. They don't have A4.
Yeah, okay. They got letter. Do they?
So they've got letter. So
yeah.
They can't just go. And that's as big. A whole article. All I can think about is idiots. Just why are you different, America? Why did you do that?
That's the which is the article that actually has all the terrain. Oh, was it this one?
That's
and then they actually tell they talk about that. Yeah. And I noticed there's already people on Etsy and stuff selling the footprints. And is this something that you will start doing yourself beforehand, so it's ready to go?
Yeah, I've bought some. Our gaming group, because we're getting it from an Etsy seller from America, so the shipping is egregious. So 6 or 7 us pulled together and got ordered some templates. Because currently no one in Australia is doing it, and I feel like as Australia's manufacturing of that kind of stuff takes a bit of a time. You can get MDF pretty quickly. I still want MDF. I want the mousepad material, whatever you call it.
Oh, so you're going to get neoprene. Just the. So you get the footprint and neoprene, and then you'll just put your terrain on.
I've got this, and I happen to have it out because I was taking photos of the fist earlier. I've got the, and I'm so glad I did now. This is from, what's it called? It's not Goblin, so it's the modular terrain. So, sorry. I don't even, it builds in and out. But what it doesn't have is linear terrain. So probably hit up, what they call Pandem War Games.
Pandem, and you're talking about stuff like the tanks. And stuff,
the tanks.
I was going to buy a bunch of them ages ago, actually. Yeah, okay.
So I probably hit up. I'm sure Pandem will come up with something pretty thick. They've got heaps of different STL licenses. So
and I'm sure
he doesn't sponsor this channel. He sponsors the other channel, but he the stuff that I bought off him for Old World is pretty top notch. So I'll just hit him up.
It's good quality prints, that's for sure. So
he's
got 40k stuff on there. So
he does. But I think I'll just wait till a bit more 11th edition trickles out into the STL internet world. But again, I just plug it. Sponsor me, please. But his FTM is fantastic. We've got a bunch of half-painted dwarf ruins and stuff now.
I just can't believe how good quality. I don't really see much layer stuff. It's I don't know. It's
I got some FTM ruins. 5 years ago, and they're so shit compared to the stuff that's happening now. So It's just.
And now
it's
Andrew's finally, but sorry, people just mentioning names. You'll have to go to Old World Fanatics if you want to know who these people are. But both of my other co-hosts now have spent $600 or $700
link in our
new
bio.
printers. Yeah. So because they both independently bought I don't know if they were both secondhand, but they probably were FDM ones, but a bit cheaper ones, and they both struggled for different various reasons. And it's so funny listening to one of them, Josh. He basically said he texted us one Friday and said, I almost just threw it out of the window like this FDM printer. And then ended up buying, this top notch. I can't remember what it is, the PS1A or whatever it is from Bamboo or whatever. But it looks like a bloody oven. Like it's just all enclosed and you just press a button and it prints out and comes out. And auto leveling. And I'm like, oh, that looks awesome. But then Andrew bought one and he lives around the corner from us. So it's like, cool. Now he can print all that stuff. So, yeah. But plus, Pandem, sometimes it's just easy just to get them to do it because he's got so many machines.
What's good about paying a business to do it is it becomes a transaction. You know what I mean? I've given you money.
Yeah,
do it.
You get this.
Whereas because I had a buddy of mine, he's got the biggest.
It's a barter otherwise.
It's just, mate, can you do that for me? Yeah, And what can I give you money? Nah, don't worry about it, buddy. And I was like, have you done it? Oh, it's got caught up with the kids. Oh, it's just working. I just really want that, eh? Whereas I just.
But then you don't want to be
I'm going to pay that dude money, and he's going to make it for me and post it to me in a timely fashion.
No, totally understand.
Because a buddy of mine had a really big Elegoo, like the biggest Elegoo commercial one not commercial, consumer one you can get, like the biggest plate. So he was
as an FDM or a resin one?
No, resin.
Yeah,
but it's like, can you print me a thing? And it'd just take you 5 weeks for it to happen. I'm like, I just pay to do it. No, so that's why it's like going, just make me the thing. Here's my money. Just next week.
The question is, do I bother? I've got so much terrain here for fantasy because I'm running a really Castle Assault tournament. Well, you are too. It's a lot of terrain to get done. I'm like, am I going to get 40k as well? Cam can just do it because he's got all his friends, and I'll just play there. So maybe I'll do that first.
Yeah, I've got. I'll
get an army first.
Get an army first, and then do the other bits. We've got heaps. It's fine. Yeah, and then
anyway, that's might be a good way to close it up. Cam, that's pretty good. Anything else or that? I'm pumped.
No, I'm just excited. You're excited, to be honest.
Well, I was excited for 10th, and it just the old world. I mean, I was excited for 10th because Old World was coming, and I needed to get back into Games Workshop. Plus I needed my plastic crack back because I took a good 4 or 5 years off, and then obviously, Old World's consumed everything, and I'm quite comfortable where I'm at. I've got 4 or 5 armies up and running again, and all that sort of stuff. So now I'm like, it's time to go back to what I started at the beginning of 10th, which is my Orks. So, and I've struggled to find people I want to play with 40k. I don't know what it is. It's one of those hobbies. I don't know. It just drags a different type of person in than fantasy, I've found. I don't know.
Careful.
I'm not pointing fingers.
trying to get viewers, mate. And they're just going to block it out. They're lovely.
Yeah, they're all awesome. But I think, look, to be honest, though, the whole tabletop industry's changed. You go back 20 or 30 years ago and it was just sweaty nerds and stuff. And now we're all grown up a bit more, I think. So I hope. So you're awesome. Anyway, before I offend any more people, let's close out episode 2. This is what you'll get from me. So especially I'm going to have a few drinks. But anyway.
Well,
what are you getting done this week, Cam? Anything, or are you too flat?
No, I am in deep doo from the Saturday all-day tournament and school holidays because Monday's the day I got off from work and the kids are at school and I'm looking after the kids. Because my wife works, so she's like, "Well, you're off," and this is anyway. So I'm just getting nothing done on that side of things. When I do burn out, I'm going to try and paint the Twin Lance, get the airbrush out, get that coated because the light ochre, although it looks cool, is a piece of shit to paint with a brush.
Is it? I'll have to go back and look at them.
That's probably it. I'm kind of on a bit of a just treading water until get more info at 11th because I want to buy the starter box, which is going to be expensive because it's going to be big. And then because my new army at the moment is Space Marines. I know there's going to be changes to rules, changes to everything, so I'm not trying to spend too much. And unfortunately, things like the Defiler just sell out in a split second. So there's the stuff that I want to do, but I'm just going to wait. And I said, I mean, despite doing less hobby, I played it in a tournament. I've bought some terrain.
And you seem to still do more than what I
I'm doing
do.
a fucking podcast on a Wednesday night.
Yeah, I know. You start a second because just half the time you're on ours too, or doing our bat wraps on the whole one.
So, and I've still got to finish painting the bat ramp. Like I've got everything prepped and ready to go. I really want to get everything ready with Andrew for those other bat reps because it's there.
For the you're doing the thematic one. Yes.
Yeah, it just needs to happen. But no, I'm chipping away a little bit inside and just keeping an eye on it and trying to keep you on target.
Yeah, basically. So
once you've got an army painted, I will carve out a Wednesday night.
Yeah,
between now and
one out.
The exams, we'll definitely do it. So
yeah. Cool. Okay, Cam. Well,
thanks for watching.
Yeah, and please leave any comments and likes, and please subscribe. And because Cam does a lot of
brings me
stuff
much joy.
Channel. Yeah. We'll see you next week, everyone. Cheers.
Right. See ya. Bye.